You can see that they play with some of the furniture, the chandeliers that they bring in. It plays a very important role in it. But basically, it is an infusion of minimalist design and a very mild touch of classic into it. So again, they focus on black and white colors. And Zen. So as we have mentioned earlier on, how the designs were born from classic to Scandinavian to loft to minimalist to chic. So towards the Zen, and Zen is actually the forefather of the minimalist design that we have been exposed today. So why is it called Zen? Zen is one of the oldest design comparable to the Western type of classic design. So it evolves from the Chinese word "tan," and it dates back to the 5th century. So it suggests, that word itself, it suggests calmness, nature, and peace. You know, brings to an overall mental state of well-being, embracing nature, simplicity, and emphasis on clean space. Wood, neutral colors, you know, it's a very humble, profound kind of a design. So it plays with natural colors, plants, wood, bamboo, you know, clean line storages, and minimal displays. So this is a Zen design. As you can see, it gives it, you know, it's a very clean, neutral, woody, not say exactly woody, it's a very earthy kind of a design. So it basically brings you, it does bring in a little bit of calmness when you look at this wide open space concept. So minimalist is actually born from Zen. Why is it so? They became very popular from the 1980s. Started off with these roots in London, New York, and it's a downright descendant of Zen concept. And it plays with, but however, the colors it utilizes is more towards white, black, and neutral colors, and it emphasizes on a lot of clean space, brings in a bit of nature, and minimum objects being displayed. It you know, takes out the messiness of it. So black, white, neutral colors, plants, wood, clean line storages, and minimal displays. Now that's the minimalist design. Could be appealing to a lot of young generations lately because sometimes clean designs can be much more easier for many people to accept instead of very elaborated ones. Now this is the first case study. The first case study that we're talking about is the homeowners Raymond and Esther. It's the design that we have put inside. As you can see, most of the designs in all my 4 case studies, they are a mixture of many design themes. And this one is a mixture of futuristic, resort, and minimalist. Floor size is about 1,001 square feet. This one is a HDB. And that's the floor plan. You can see in this floor plan, a little bit of challenge we have here is that the client has a fair bit of taste for the TV feature wall. To embody the entire TV feature wall, and you can see that this is the original layout of the place. So basically, they want a bigger bedroom. They want to create a walk-in wardrobe. So what we do is we extend the wall. We hack these areas to give it a bigger room because it's just husband and wife. So and create that walk-in wardrobe concept for them. The bomb shelter was very nicely covered up design that blends with the TV feature wall and the false ceiling. This is as mentioned earlier. This is a program that our company designed for it. Gives the quotation on the spot, and of course, yeah. So this is the site photographs of their house. I think it's in Woodlands. It's in Woodlands. So this is the 3D detailing. We go through an extra 3D detailing step to design this on the spot with our clients. So everything we've done inside is to scale. So this is the TV feature wall they like. So I think he liked this leather design especially. And of course, this area is the bomb shelter we're talking about here. This bomb shelter here. So we purposely designed it this way so you cannot see the door. You know, most people can't see it. So and also to have the crisscross lines being tallied with the feature wall and of course the shoe cabinet. And he likes, both husband and wife likes the gray, black and white concept. And this is a minimalist kitchen. How do we define minimalist? You can see all the doors are very uniform. Minimalist emphasizes on cleanliness and simplicity. They don't give you funny doors, designs here and there, no, clean. So easy to look at, comfortable to the eye. Not necessarily very functional, because sometimes we need small doors for certain, for maybe wine basket, we need bigger doors and bigger doors for some other things. So it depends on the necessity, the need of the client. And that's the bathroom designs. This one is more towards a resort design. The clients choose the tiles to blend in. And why do I mention this one? If you look at it, for HDBs, we have a light in the middle. We are not allowed to hack and bit the wirings. Many clients, you can design your house very nicely, but however, you cannot hide the wirings. Only HDB can hide them. So basically, if you cannot hide the wirings, what can you do? Well, you can always create a light box here. You can create a light box here, and therefore you can terminate the wire at the ceiling there. Terminate the wire, and you create a light box at this area here and here. And so the wires can be hidden inside, and you can create the cove lights. So no wires on the ceiling now. Okay, these are the 3D renderings, just to show you the before and after. So that's where the bomb shelter is. So this is the actual photos. You can see there's a line there, unfortunately. So when there's a door, there's definitely a line. So we created this to give, the lights emphasizes and correlates to the overall design, and so is this V-shaped kind of the false ceiling. So it embodies, the whole design actually works together as a whole. So it gives that completeness. This is the other photographs of the bathrooms. As you can see, there is no wires. So we basically hide them into the L boxes inside. So the second case study is Resort Zen Minimalist. Homeowners are Steven Serena. It's about 1,000 square feet. This is a space plan. It's actually very small. You can see the challenge here mainly comes from the TV wall. It is the distance in between them is so little that you can hardly walk comfortably there. So how do you do that? Because a TV console, you want to watch TV, you need a TV console, you need players inside. The console needs to be roughly about 40 cm there. You put a 40 cm there, you can't even walk between the bed and the TV console. You hit your leg most of the time. So how do we overcome that? And of course, also the client goes for a Zen design, a very Zen resort kind of a mixture. So this is actually where the toilet door is. He wants to hide the toilet due to feng shui purpose. He don't want the toilet to be seen. So we have designed it, and this is the critical part of the house, because what you see here, this one is actually a dining table. A dining table that can be swivel out. They will become like this, and below are all the sofas, the cushions, so they can sit on. Cabinets everywhere, and this very important part, this part actually houses the TV console. So I'll explain to you how it happens. That's the master bedroom. You can see that this feature wall is very thin. So how do I hide the console? I do it by, first of all, cutting a hole here. So this room that you see here is the master bedroom. And this one that you see here is where that display is. We go back again. There. This is the one. So imagine that this hole is inside. So now, opposite this room, opposite this wall, is actually the master bedroom. So I hide the console in here. I eat the space into the living. Therefore, giving them the TV console at the same time, giving them the space to walk between the bed and the TV. So this is how it is. This is the 3D rendering. And this is the sofa inside, and this is where the master bedroom is here, and the hole was cut here. So the console, the players, which is about 40 cm depth, is hidden in this compartment here. And right here is where the TV console is. So instead of in the master bedroom, it's now in the living hall, in the dining hall. That's the how we designed it this way to conceal the bathroom. And you can see it is only very thin. This wall is only about 6 inches thick. The case study 3 is a resort and minimalist combination. Ivan and Venus, I remember this is an EA from Sengkang. So it embodies, it's about 1,002 square feet. So what are the challenges here? As usual, people hate the bomb shelter a lot. They can't get rid of the bomb shelter, so they hide it. So, so basically what do we, and also, okay. So this is how we designed the bomb shelter. We have basically created, instead of just a thin door, we created a display shoe cabinet, and right inside here is where the bomb shelter door is. Sorry, that's one of the slides are mixed. So anyway, so this is the TV feature wall. This is a typically minimalist design. So this feature wall is suspended. Why is it suspended? Because when we do designing, we follow a certain ratio. There's a certain ratio that defines a nice design. Nothing too boxy, nothing squarish, rectangular, slim, and sleek. So based on that design they have, which is roughly about 10 feet length, we cannot give it a full height of 8 feet height, because by doing that it looks like a square. It will look very boxy and very bulky. So that is why we reduce we let it suspended and reducing the height of 8 feet to roughly about 6 feet to give it a slightly more elongated rectangular shape, creating cove lights to create the ambience and to put focus onto the design of it. So this is the 3D rendering for the TV feature wall. We create a small little display, so you know, it enhances on the overall design of it. And this is where the bomb shelter is just hidden behind this. As you can see, this is the bomb shelter. I remember my client told me that I want something very unique, something that people cannot see is a bomb shelter, and at the same time, it looks nice. And you see, it just looks like a cabinet. So this is when it's opened up and revealing the bomb shelter behind. This is an extremely heavy, movable cabinet, and therefore it is reinforced with steel behind to ensure that it doesn't fall apart. So this is the other views. So now this one is futuristic. I call it characteristic. Actually, there's no such design trend. Well, why did I call it characteristic? My client's actually here. So this characteristic design, and you know, it actually encompasses the initials of husband, wife, and the daughter's name into this cabinet. So it's very unique to them. You can copy many people's designs, but there's certain designs that you will not copy because it has a very strong representation of the client and their family. So it's, let me see. So this is the floor plan. And you can see this is a relatively small area. We have created an entire feature wall from left to right because it depends on the priorities of the client. Sometimes the clients, they don't mind having things scattered everywhere in the house. Sometimes clients mind it because the cleaner it looks, the brighter the colors, well, aesthetically, it looks more pleasing and more spacious. So that's also one of the reasons why people like to play with black and white colors. They minimize a lot of distraction. But there are some clients who are very interesting people and they would just like to make their homes very lively and vibrant. So it depends on priorities. So this is the first sketch my client gave me. So this is, if you guys can see, is an S. Well, S is his daughter's name, Cephas, newborn daughter's name at that time. And there's an attempted E here. because his name is Edwin, and C, Cindy, his wife's name. So we were exploring with different designs, how we can connect them together. And at the same time, the challenge is he wants a TV wall here. He wants a study table here. He wants a shoe cabinet somewhere here. So we need to make sure that all these are done up nicely and we can embody all of them together. And at the same time, he likes a futuristic design. So we came up with a few sketches, and finally, this shoe cabinet become a part of here. The E, okay, and S. S, E, C. Edwin, Cindy, Cephas. So that was the first 3D details that we do. All these are to scale. And you see that this is a study table whereby this side is all the shoe cabinets. Actually, the concept of this is very minimalist. Why? Because we are hiding whatever we can inside. So even on the other side of it is also storages for keeping books and all that. And there is the pull-out shoe cabinet, a small little settee, and of course where the TV is and the time clock. So you can see the overall, I created a fair bit of blue lights, RGB lights to give it to bring out that futuristic design. At the same time, I use clean colors of black and white because the area is relatively small, so we have to make sure that clean colors are used instead of very complicated colors. This is actually the first 3D that we were talking about. At that time, Edwin wasn't expecting another daughter, wasn't expecting a child. So it was just E and C. That was the first design by my previous designer. So it didn't please them a lot. So that was the Hello Kitty room, just to show the difference between before and after the designs. So this is the latest design that we finally work on. All right, that's the dining hall. That's the actual photographs taken. There was actually one more view that shows a very clear SEC in there. Unfortunately, it was displaced. So basically, this is all the 4 case studies that we have here. I hope that it gives you a better understanding of all the design trends and how you might be able to optimize your space. So it's just a personal advice to all the audience here. I think you've all got your HDB houses, and congratulations to that. I hope that when you're designing a house, don't just follow the designer's opinion on what you should do. Before you want to talk to a designer, yes, getting the certifications, making sure that they are reliable is very important. Being comfortable with the designer is also very important. Make sure that you go to Google, you source for all the designs that you like. Let's say if I like wood, white, black, then type those wood, white, black design concepts. Or if you want minimalist design concepts, type it in. Or if you want something else, type it in. Most importantly, after you have saved all those designs in the laptop, discuss with your wife or children. Have a good understanding of what you like, and then approach the designer. So it saves your time. By the time you meet that designer, you can comfortably tell him what you want, and do not blindly follow on a design. Because if you look at all the designs that I've proposed, I've shown you, almost 99% of the designs I've ever worked with my clients, I believe, what makes me happy is by the end of the day, my client feel belong to that house because it embodies what they like from their taste in colors, texture, and you can see the character of the client, the personalities of both the husband and wife and his family in that house. I think that's what makes the entire house complete. Thank you.